What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I want to do a review on two items that I got from Influencer. So if you guys are interested in seeing my review on these two items, just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so if you don't know what Influencer is, it is an app or an organization group, whatever, that basically connects people who have social media accounts to businesses and brands. I personally use mine to get access to makeup or skincare, but they have stuff with like pets, they have stuff for dishwashing, they have food, etc., kind of whatever you want. They can connect you with a brand. And so I have been sent two items, both from BareMinerals. It was the foundation, it's the Made-2-Fit foundation, and then I got their BarePro concealer. So I just kind of want to talk to you guys about those. I will put down in the description bar below my link, my personal link to joining Influencer. If you're interested in joining and you have any social media at all, I would love it if you join through my link. If not, just go ahead and to Google or on your app store and just download the Influencer app. Either way, but let's get into the review now. So first I want to talk about the foundation. So this is a foundation that there's actually an app where you can customize the foundation to your skin tone at that particular time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it took me hour, 2 hours to get this app to work. This app did not like to sync at all when it came to what I was doing. Now, it might have been because I was lazy. I didn't want to get out my bed, get a real clean sheet of white paper. So I would find like a piece of paper that happened to be white and I would try and sync it onto that. So that might have been just me being lazy. But real talk, I feel like it should have still synced because it was white. But anyways, it took me about an hour to get the foundation to actually sync. And after you get it to sync, in addition to getting it synced in that hour to two, I also was getting it to read my skin complexion. Now the app tells you that you just put your phone close to your skin. I found that my phone didn't always read my skin that way, so I would kind of go back and forth, and if you download the app you will understand completely what I'm talking about. So it did take me about an hour or two to do that whole process, but I got this. So this bottle off rip just looked a lot darker for me because this is actually my winter shade, but it actually works. It matches me winter perfectly. I'm still actually able to get away with it right now during the spring, and I am wearing this foundation right now. I will say that this foundation, in my opinion, is light to medium-ish. I do tend to build this up. Particularly, I'll do like 2 pumps around my full face, and then I'll do another 2 pumps to build up in particular areas that I think need more coverage. So yeah, either way, I do love this foundation. It wears really well on my skin, and I have combo skin. I'm oily in my T-zone, and then I'm dry, generally dry to normal on the outer rims of my face. But I really do like this foundation. You can actually see, hopefully you can see that I actually have some holes on the sides of this foundation. I've really been going to town in it. I don't remember the price off the top of my head. I want to say it's in the 40s, which is kind of expensive. They actually sent this to me for free, so I didn't pay for it. I would consider repurchasing just because that is my perfect winter shade. I only have one other foundation that's my perfect winter shade, and that's the Estee Lauder. Just so that you guys know, I have this. They don't have shade names. Okay, so just in case you're wondering what my perfect shade range is for winter, let me check. The perfect winter shade in Estee Lauder Double Wear is the 5C1 Rich Chestnut. So just to kind of give you guys some a basis point, but I do like that foundation. It is, like I said, light to medium coverage. It definitely is not full coverage off bat. You have to build it up, but it is buildable. So there's some good things. It does have more of a dewy to natural finish just by itself. I do tend to set it heavily, but that's how I do all my foundations, to be honest. So it's nothing new or really big or anything like that. But like I said, I do have the foundation on my skin right now, and I do love the overall coverage, the final result, and the wear time that I get. I do get a good 6 to 8 hours in this foundation. So next I want to talk about the concealer. The concealer I got that they sent to me, I did not get to choose a shade. They just kind of said they were going to be sending this to me, and it's Deep Neutral 15. I will say off bat that this is, in the way that I like to use concealers, especially under eye concealers, this is too dark. So let me I just swatched it right there. It's basically my skin tone. Like, you blend it in, which I can do right now, and it's basically my skin tone, if not honestly a little too dark. And so I have actually ended up putting lighter concealers just to give me the light effect that I like under my eyes. And since I'm trying to pan the Tarte Shape Tape and that one's too light for me, I've actually been using that combination. I will say that the concealer does work nicely with it, although today we're just not going to talk about my dry under eyes. But today I have like this weird bump thing going on right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't really have any way to know what my camera's showing right now, but it's right in this area. I don't know if it's the way I blended it. I don't know if I just packed too much powder in that area. Maybe I didn't blend it out enough and it kind of started to crease before. Whatever. That's weird, but I haven't had that situation happen before. I have tried this concealer with other foundations. It plays nice with that, so I wouldn't say that there's any kind of like it has to be with BareMinerals products to work. And I did set this with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with the 2 shades that I have left for my project pan. But this concealer, I would say, okay, let me preface the rest of this review saying that I do not need full coverage for my concealers. I use medium light coverage. I'm pretty much good. I don't have dark under eye circles, so I don't really need much coverage. But I would say that this is around medium coverage. I do tend to do like the typical lines under my under eye, like I always do my concealer, and I can just scroll this up. I have used this, I would say, a good 5 or so times, and I still have a good amount of product. I will say that there is a dent. Let me scroll it down really quickly. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a dent in the actual concealer, and that's from a good like I said, about 5 times that I've used it. So you do probably get a good amount of product for the amount of price. I actually don't know the price at all for this product, so I will put it on the screen. And I do like this for my dry under eyes. I would say that this is on the straddle line when it comes to thick, too thick for my dry under eyes, and just right. So this is probably the thickest I would go, but this is also one of the first, if not the first, stick concealers that I've tried. I don't think I'm a fan of the fact that it is a stick concealer, and I will say that sometimes I find myself tugging to get all the concealer, because when I put my concealer, I go down and under to really cut the rest of my eyeshadow, because I tend to over blend past the part that I really want my eyeshadow to be. But anyways, I will say that this concealer, I think, is a little thick, but it's not like Tarte Shape Tape thick, so I can't really complain. It does work for my under eyes, and it does last really long. I don't really ever pay attention to creasing, to be quite honest, just because I have dry under eyes, and I have wrinkles under my eyes, so I crease. But I do like this concealer. I would recommend it. And yeah, I have been quite impressed with these 2 products that I've gotten from BareMinerals. I will say these are the only 2 products I have in my collection. I did try their lip gloss. I tried their Gin Nude lip glosses at one point, and I actually ended up returning it just because it was like $15–17, and I got the same effect from like a $2 Essence lip gloss. I think it's Essence. I'm not actually sure, but I got like the same effect from like a $2 lip gloss, and I was like, that's just stupid to keep it, to be quite honest. So I ended up returning that, but I will consider trying other products. I know Too Much Mouth actually reviewed a powder foundation from them. I'm not a huge powder foundation person, but I would be interested in trying that and some other products from their line. So yeah, I hope you guys like this review. Definitely comment down below if you intend to use influencer, if you have, and what items you've gotten. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like me, and I hope you stay to watch the 1 or 2 videos that I put over here. And yeah, it's been real, y'all.